guys, I'm back sharing another few updates from Faire and from ourselves working with various different brands across Faire. We're sharing weekly reports and we call these our Faire reports on email, on LinkedIn as well, and now I'm bringing them to you in video form. These reports are all about kind of downloading what's happening in our brains in the week on Faire, anything that's trending, anything that's working, everything that we are seeing in our brands' accounts. We're bringing into the channel so that you can learn from it as well. Okay, I'm going to dive in and start with customer service messaging versus marketing messaging and why this shouldn't be the same person. So we've tested this and found out the hard way that the person doing the customer service messaging on your Faire account shouldn't really be the same as the person sending out proactive marketing messaging. And the reason behind this is people running your customer service are reactive. They are reacting to the problems that are coming in, so they are there to address them and help the retailer with shipping problems or tracking or anything else that might be happening in the account. Proactive marketing messages need to be sent out daily, and that's what our team would do for you. And the job of these messages and the person doing this is that they are there to market your product and try and get more reorders from your current retail base and also any new ones coming in. But what happens is when you have a kind of reactive job versus a proactive job is they're going to focus more of their time on the reactive stuff because that is where the pain is. And there isn't really an incentive to go out there and get as many orders as possible because all it does is create more work for them. So we have found that separating that out is much better. There is a reason why on your D2C channel you would have marketing emails and you'd have a marketing team versus customer service emails and a customer service team. Shouldn't be any different for Faire. Next, a really cool trend that we are seeing is content for FAIRE-first, and this is working really well in our brands because we're starting to pump content through their business. When we say content for FAIRE-first, it used to be that brands and their owners and founders were creating content maybe for Instagram, for TikTok, for Amazon, Facebook, you name it. It was being created for a different channel. We'd have a look and say, hey, there's a few bits here that we can repurpose and use on Faire. Now we're seeing it go the other way round, where we are creating really cool content to go into our Faire listings, and then these can then be used on other channels. So we are actually seeing content that's working for Faire being put into meta ads and actually returning quite a good ROAS. So do think about it. If you've got content working on either channel, cross-pollinate and use it on both or any of your other channels. And whilst we're talking about content, let's talk about UGC because that is another content type that we're suggesting that you actually do use on Faire. So it doesn't need to be as kind of cut and dry as here's my product. It's like a catalog and it's a flat lay. And you know, that's actually quite boring. Put some spice into it. Level up your Faire listings by using UGC content and anything else that you've got going on your channels, because what you're doing is showing that you have a product that the end user loves using and sharing. And ultimately, that is what your retailers are looking for, products that are going to do well for their customers. In another one of the Faire reports, we shared a blog from Faire that they had come out with this statement. Here's the hard truth. It's not the retailer's responsibility to make your product sell. It's yours. And we completely agree with this statement. It's that ultimate responsibility that it's your product, you're the one in charge of making it as successful as possible in that retailer. The better your partnership, the more your retailer will put in to selling that product on your behalf as well. And obviously their success is your success and vice versa. But if you take responsibility for selling more of your product in that retailer, you'll have a better partnership, you'll sell more, they'll have a higher sell-through rate, they'll buy more from you. And we're just noticing that the deeper those partnerships go, the LTV goes up, the AOV goes up, like everything trends in the right direction. So if you really think about it from a point of view of like you're taking ultimate responsibility for the sales of your product in their store, then you're going to win. So Faire have also done this update. You can now put GIFs in the headers of your email and these look awesome. So we've rolled this out across a bunch of our clients. This is an example from Danforth. They sell these like pewter products which are awesome. I've got one here. This is a keyring. In my last video on Faire Report, I talked a lot about Americana. They've really leaned into this and it's doing really well for them. So this is a Statue of Liberty keyring. This is the GIF header. So you can see the keyring within it and it's kind of showing off multiple products just within that one header. We've branded it around them and America 250. Awesome email. So if you haven't tried GIFs in your emails, give it a go because they just kind of add that little bit of extra spice to your emails, which is really exciting. Just going back to messages for a second, because I'm looking at my next Faire report, and this is something we cover, and that is the fact that they are just still working. So if you're out there sending messages to your retailers, good, keep going, because they are working wonders, as well as all the emails you need to send. We are still on the cadence of weekly emails, daily messages, and the key to use them properly is to doing it at scale. So think of them as a marketing opportunity, not just that customer service tool that I mentioned. I can share with you that our favorite segment right now, so use your Faire CRM to segment out your customers, send them messages based on this. But one that's working really well right now is retailers who've recently clicked or opened an email. So you can build this in your CRM using your filters, then just send them a message like along the lines of, hey, I noticed you clicked on one of our emails and wanted to check in. And then depending on which email they clicked on, you can then target that even further. So if you're sharing news about Americana and they clicked on that email, share your collection that is specific for Americana. You get the idea. If you're doing this, another filter to layer on top of that, which will really help, is if making sure they've ordered over 60 days ago. So if they've clicked on an email and they've recently ordered from you, you don't really want to be pumping them with more marketing messaging. You want to go for the customers that you're trying to encourage to reorder more regularly. Something else we're seeing, and this I guess is like a problem on the other end of the spectrum. A lot of people that come to us want more sales, but we also have brands that come to us that have loads of sales and things are starting to break in the background and they're starting to panic. But don't worry, because it's not a sales problem, it's an operations problem, and usually very easy to fix. So if you're listening to this and this is you, and you have lots of sales coming in and you're not able to fulfill them all on time, and your late shipments are starting to go up and Faire is starting to kind of go red on you and you're like blinking, flashing warnings, don't panic and do something to reduce your sales. You want the sales. The sales is a good thing. Sales is harder to bring in than just fixing an operational problem. So don't panic and make huge changes to your systems. Take a step back and look at your operations and think, okay, what can I put in place to make this more sustainable and ensure that my operations are supporting the sales I have? Because once those sales go off, that's what's harder to recover versus an operational problem, if that makes sense. If this is you, by the way, we can really help with that. This is what our team are geniuses at. They come in and do all this for you. So we work with brands that are looking to increase their sales on Faire, but also brands that have got all the sales there and they want to kind of continue that growth and help scale their operations behind it as well. Look who it is. I've got an interloper that has just jumped in on my video.
Hey everybody, good to see you.
What did you want to say?
Just want to say Lucy's right. We do have a crack team. We are very happy to have done an absolutely tremendous job. Just want to commend Lucy on this book. It was a massive team effort. Lucy did the lion's share of it as normal, continuing to deliver massive work. And in the background, we've been busy building an amazing team that can help you grow on Faire. So like Lucy mentions, we've got that crack team. And if you are interested in working with us, we'd love to have a conversation with you.
Crack team reminds me, it's like a SWAT team coming in, like ready, like let's go in, go.
Ready, let's go. Just kind of get it done. And I do think that's what we hear as well from brands that we work with, is quite regularly something along the lines of, oh, I don't think I could have done this myself. And my answer always there is, you definitely could as a brand owner, but should you be spending time on Faire, learning it, when you could be spending time on building your business? And that's why we've got teams that work full-time, all day, every day on Faire. And that's why we're here.
And actually, that's exactly what happened with Bearkind. Like we say, you know, we've done all this before, and we have, but we had a team. We have built the team that was behind the success of Bearkind. It was not just me and Andy. We had this awesome team that are still with us, and now they're doing it on our like Candid Founders brands. And that is the beauty of it. Like hiring and managing a team, we know how much work it is. You don't have to do it. We do that for you. And so, yeah, we sing the praises of our team because they're awesome. They've been with us for a few years now. And so, yeah, we love working with them. They've been awesome on Bearkind. Now they're awesome on other brands as well. So if it is something that you think you need help with, get in touch. You can go to candidfounders.com or email us hello@candidfounders.com, and yeah, get a call in Andy's diary. Okay, you can go back to work now. So yeah, thanks for listening, guys. These videos are a bit different from our normal content, but it's all about sharing what's working currently, what's trending, what Faire are releasing, how we're using it. So if you like it, give me a like, let me know in the comments, but also subscribe to the channel, and also emails or on Andy's LinkedIn. We release these reports every single week, so you're getting this insight regularly into your inboxes. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.